Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't turn off just yet. We've got one more theory. We've got another theory. We're going to do something that I've been doing for a little while that is actually really easy to almost guarantee you're going to get gold. What's up guys, my name is Chris from Vo-Gus Prospecting. If you're new to the channel, a big warm welcome, and if you're an old multi hat like the one I'm wearing, welcome back. Today we are testing a theory. Can you use trees to find gold deposits? For a long time now, I have been told by multiple old timers, including the people that taught me how to find gold, that trees can indicate hidden gold deposits, just like the tree behind me here, which is a native cherry tree. This tree is reputed to indicate heavy mineralization and a few other things in the ground that also indicate the possibility of finding gold. So what we're going to do is take buckets of dirt from near this tree and see if these theories hold up. This is my hole that I dug in front of the cherry tree. So this is actually right at the headwaters of an erosion gully that's come in here for whatever reason. I'm guessing storms and rain. And I dug down through that topsoil, the light stuff, and I dug down through the clay, and I waited till I heard the sound of rock. And when I actually looked at what kind of rock was coming out, I found a quartz vein. Right here we have an extremely decayed piece of bedrock, and when I got down to the bottom and started moving some of this dirt away, I was finding pieces of quartz. It's got a little bit of mineralization in it, which is excellent. That's exactly what we want. Now we've got to find out whether or not this cherry tree indicated that this mineralized vein has gold. And I mean, look at how close we are to this cherry tree. Cherry tree is only about 1.5 meters away from where I hit this little vein. So, hopefully, the old guys know what they're talking about. Ah, it's gone in deep. This is that crunchy vein. Oh yeah. Interesting. Quartz and host bedrock, all brand new. No river rock. I was really expecting to find river rock using this method, but this is the first bucket with a cherry tree, and we're going to show you another tree in a minute that might have river rock. Well, that is our first bucket ready to go. So we'll backfill this hole in and then we'll move to the next tree. The next tree that we've got is this big, beautiful gum tree next to us. Eucalyptus is the primary tree all across Australia, but it also occurs in some other places in the world, such as California. Now, eucalyptus sheds its bark every single year, but what you're looking for is a eucalyptus tree that's shedding an excessive amount of bark. And apparently, that is another indication that there could be good gold underneath it. This is what a regular shedding eucalyptus tree looks like. You can see that primarily the bark is completely smooth with just a few pieces of bark coming off it. Compared to the tree we have chosen, this is the exact same species, but look at the difference in the bark shedding off it. We've affectionately nicknamed this the zombie gum. We're going to take the sample out from this little erosion trench because that's going to give us our best chance of any gold concentrating in a line. Let's get to swinging the mean old pickaxe. Oh, root straight away.
A bit better.
Okay. I'm into fitness. Fitting this whole mountain through my sleeves. You can buy that t-shirt in the description. Selfless plug. The soil here is far redder, which is a good indication for mineralization. Ironstone in this area is particularly abundant, so when you get soil that looks like this, you're probably close to some iron. we just hit a rock layer. So this is where we're going to start taking our sample from. Obviously, just like bedrock in a creek, this is what we're chasing when we're up high on a mountain. We're looking for somewhere the gold can stop. So let's get shoveling and I'll try and get some oxygen into my lungs, my brain. Yeah, we've got river rock in here. Only a little bit, but some worn pieces of bedrock like that, and there's some rounded pieces. So we've got very, very faint signs of an old water channel, even bits of quartz here. Payout! Big bucks! I think I might do. Let's go wash this. I'm not sweaty at all. This dump is so cold. Alright, let's wash some dirt. This is our cherry tree bucket, and this is our eucalyptus bucket. I have a lot more hope for the eucalyptus bucket just based on the rock and the colour of the soil. That's why we're going to do the potentially disappointing bucket first from the cherry tree. When you're dealing with dry soils, you really have to get in there and work at them. You don't want to just pan straight away, otherwise they have a tendency to sort of ball together and float. Get in there, scrub it, break it up, clean the dirt, otherwise you're not going to get any significant result. We're going to wash the whole bucket before we reveal it. So the little bits we've got left in our classifier, there's no river rock, there's tiny little pieces of fractured quartz and tiny little pieces of fractured bedrock, and there's nothing that jumps out at me that screams gold at this point. So even one dot of gold in this pan would indicate that there is some sort of source shedding up there. But I'm not feeling lucky. We've got no heavy indicator minerals and I haven't seen anything on the way down. Alright, here we go. One dot, that's all we're after. I don't care how small it is. I'm going with no dots, zero golds. So there was no gold next to that cherry tree. That doesn't mean the theory is debunked. We've done one tree, and how many cherry trees are there out there? We need more exploration. But let's try the eucalyptus one. I've got a much better feeling about that tree just because of the colour of the soil and the type of rock that was coming out with it. Hey Zaggy, what doing? What doing? Come on, zombie gum. Man, I hope that zombie gum comes through it for us. I want to see a little bit of gold. So even one speck of gold will mean that that tree may have had something to do with it. Maybe. Oh yeah! Hey! Specks! That's an okay flake. Now I know that's not the biggest piece of gold in the world and it's not going to be life-changing. It's got a few little nano dot friends around it. But it shows that there was gold where we were digging. I think it's safe to say that that is definitely not a definitive answer as to whether trees can tell you that there's gold there. But the fact that we dug right next to an old gnarly gum tree shedding a heap of bark and we found gold in the middle of nowhere lends itself to the possibility that maybe this is a thing. Perhaps we need to go out and do more testing. Let me know what you think. If you go out there and try to do this exact same thing and get similar results or better or worse, let me know in the comments below. I want to know what validity this theory has. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't turn off just yet. We've got one more theory. We've got another theory. We're actually quite close to some bench deposits, so we're going to go up and we're going to do something that I've been doing for a little while that is actually really easy to almost guarantee you're going to get gold, and that is to take samples out of old sluice runs. This is a hydro sluice box. What they were doing was having water cannons up here and they were blasting the dirt off the hillside and they were funneling it through ground sluices. So these are just channels cut into the bedrock, and we're at a Y intersection for two. So they were running dirt from behind the camera here and they were running dirt to the left. And right here is the junction. Now I've already taken a couple of sample buckets out of here and I was getting 5-ish flakes per bucket, which is about a pan's worth of dirt once you break it down. We're going to take another bucket from here and see if we can't replicate the result. Yay! The reason these are a good place to check for gold is because they didn't necessarily clean these sluice boxes out when they finished work on these fields, which means every single skerrick of dirt on this hillside or wherever you are runs through these channels, and gold got caught in the bedrock that never got moved. I have found incredibly rich pockets of gold in these sluice boxes. They're a little bit of effort to work, but sometimes they can pay off big. Done! So this stuff's been sitting here for like 100+ years, just waiting to be collected, all concentrated for you. We're going to do this one a little bit differently. We're going to suck the gold up as we go because this sort of soil tends to turn to mud. Pick any gold in the pan up that's already in there, lift it up and spit it out, which is not ideal. So we'll probably get 2, maybe 3 pans from this bucket. So it's hard to see, but there is a lot more heavies in this pan. So ironstone is the predominant heavy. You can see that here. These are pieces of ironstone, which is always a good sign. And we've got a little bit of black sand, which is what you'd expect from sluicing. And there we have it. We've got 1 piece there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 micro pieces. So in total, we got more in that one pan than we got in the entire bucket from that spotted gum, that eucalyptus tree. And that just goes to show you that if you are willing to put in the effort and explore a little bit in terms of these sluice channels, that these can pay out a lot more gold very quickly. The way that we're doing this now is the difficult way. Ideally, this is aimed for the guys out in the dry places that have dry blowers, or if your dirt gets dry enough during summertime, because this would be much easier just to set one of those machines up next to a sluice box and empty it out.
Got a whole shotgun's worth of shotgun shells. Pellets.
There's a lot more ironstone in this pan. This is our second and last pan, and there is a ton of ironstone in this as well. And once again, a few more pieces of gold. Have a look at that. We've got that nice piece just there, and a few dozen pieces of smaller stuff up here. This is the result I got from 3 buckets out of that exact same spot in the sluice box. So there you go, that's 3 spots we checked for gold, and we had a mixed bag of success. I cannot wait to go out and do more exploring on these upper benches, doing exactly the same thing as we did, to try and hunt down some of the deposits that may not have been touched ever, or in an extremely long time. Thank you so much for watching my video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Remember to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Until next time, peace, and I'm out.